And we're here with head coach Todd Shulenberger getting set for the first half of the Boeing Apple Cup Series, heading to Seattle on for a Friday game. You just talk about the state of the team right now and coming off of a 2-week pause.
Well, we're excited to be back, dealing with COVID protocol and making sure we follow all the guidelines. But I don't want to say we caught a break. It's not like we did anything wrong here. It was just the situation that mounted and sort of got to a point where we were off for 2 weeks. So you missed 4 games. So now you're going to wonder where your team sits. I can tell you got a hungry, excited team to be ready to be back. We've had a couple of days of training, and we're looking forward to this opportunity to go play a very good Huskies team.
How do you keep the team focused, motivated, everything during this last 2 weeks where you didn't know if you were going to play, you thought you were going to play, and then protocols hit and it canceled the weekend? How do you keep the team focused?
Well, it's not something anybody's used to, but I will tell you, I took a team that can take two looks at this. You can feel sorry for yourselves, or you can continue, just wait for your opportunity and make the most of it when you get that chance. So we chose the positive route, though it's hard, and definitely for me and the team. But when it comes to practice, small on our face, we've got to move forward, whether we have 10 kids at practice or a group of 24. So you have two choices, and we're choosing positive. We're choosing an opportunity here to be grateful for. And like I said, we're really excited to get back on Friday night.
Friday, taking on a Husky team that has played 8 games, has played well in those 8 games. What kind of a contest do you expect out of that game?
It'll be a physical game. They're a very good team, well coached, new staff there. They got a couple key players. We got a couple key players. Both teams are similar to a sense, both in style and shape, and we'll see who makes the best of that, who puts any changes to whatever it may be, and our lineup will look a little different from time to time, but we're deep across the board. One of the things I'll say that even during COVID, the depth will keep us around, and so far so good as far as next player up mentality. But no, both teams are. It'll be a good game. Every Pac-12 game is a battle, and especially when it's an in-state rival.
Does the way last season ended, the regular season with a game at Seattle, a 1-0 loss, a close one, does that play into the mindset at all with you, with the team? Most of the players on this team were there for that game.
If it did anything for us to refocus going to the tournament, we got beaten in the PK. So the game could have went either way last year. And quite honestly, even though during the win streak, all these games could have went either way. We were fortunate to have more of the last couple of years than less. But again, it's if we're more worried about the last year, we're in trouble. We're more worried about, hey, this year. We got some ground to cover and make up because of the games we lost. And every opponent we treat the same. And this is another game for us, rivalry or not. It's just our friends across the state that we come over to expect to do some work.
With this being technically a non-conference game for this first one, does that matter? Does that change anything in the mindset on the field, or is it a rivalry? It doesn't matter. And it's also, does it change anything that you were off for 2 weeks and you get back into the flow with a game that doesn't necessarily count into the standings of the Pac-12 race?
Again, this could be a 7-a-side game in the spring. Over the summer, kids are just playing. Everybody wants to compete. My team, their team, my staff, their staff. So again, it doesn't matter anything about their actual rivalry. It's just about, hey, this is another game, preseason, non-conference, whatever. Everybody wants to win. That's just how we're all driven here. If you're a Division I coach or athlete, everything matters across the board. So we're treating it just like, hey, it's just a regular game, and we got to catch up some ground, as I said.
I know you focus on the season and being focused on one game at a time, but have you paid attention at all, of course, to the pro scene, and with Ella getting the contract with Rain, with Trinity scoring 2 goals in that first exhibition? What are your thoughts on the couple pro Cougs out there right now?
Well, it's great. First of all, I've talked to Trinity a lot. She's been really in touch, and she's left, and it's been great to catch up with her. And then, Ella and I talked the day she got her contract. We had a great conversation, just talked about the opportunity for her and how to handle this. She's now a pro. She has the contract in front of her, how to make those next steps. But it's awesome to see these Cougs move on. It's great. I'm really happy they reached back out because they don't really get it till they actually leave. We teach these lessons like our own kids each day, how it's going to be, what life's holding for you on or off the field. And when they reach back to you, it means a lot to me. And it's great to see Ella. She deserves it. That kid, she's going to be a great pro. So she got the opportunity. We'll see if she can make the most of it now.
How do you think it helps the program as a whole to have 4 players in the pros right now? Avery out with the injury, but 4 Cougs in the NWSL
I think it's great. The women's game's grown a lot. Our program's grown a lot. We're now known as a national spotlight as far as kids that can get in the pro league. We've held our ground in the conference. We've held our ground nationally in recruiting and in our performance across the country. So we're getting the respect, and it's great to see now these girls to back it up.
And then lastly, just going back to the game at hand on Friday, I ask every time, what do you look for in the box score or on the field to know the game is successful outside of just putting the ball in the back of the net?
Yeah, I mean, in these games, they can go either way, but we've got to do a better job on the ball. We've got to do a better job in front of goal. I mean, I know that sounds like pretty blah, but the reality is I think the team that controls the tempo of the game more, the team that's better in the final third, because you got two great defenses for sure. You got two teams that are good in transition. I think the one who's going to finish those opportunities the most and has those opportunities is going to win this game.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.